a group of lumberjacks around turn of the century at the Haywire Lumber Camp, way up in the North Woods. And the lumberjacks, they're Slim, who is sort of afraid of women and is happy to be out there and glad there are no women around. There's Muskrat, who's turning 30 and is absolutely completely depressed, doesn't know if he wants to go on after this. There's Moon, who reads romance novels of the time period. There is Dirty Bob. Dirty Bob hasn't bathed in 22 years because when he was a child, his mother lost the blue soap. And they haven't been able to find the blue soap, and then he lost his mother. So, those are the four basic ones. There's one other lumberjack known as the Kid, who we find out, I hope I'm not giving anything away here, relatively early, that she is a she, not a he. And she's been disguising herself as a kid in the lumber camp. So, those are the basic cast members, and into that mix is thrown a mail-order bride, who was inadvertently ordered by Bob, Dirty Bob, for Slim. So the mail-order bride is going to come. That's where the impetus for it is. Slim's afraid, he wants to run away from the mail-order bride. Dirty Bob wants to do anything except take a bath. Muskrat is depressed, and Moon thinks he's falling in love with the Kid, but he doesn't know that the Kid is actually female. I guess that's what it's about. One of the things about the show is that it takes sort of standard classic comedic stuff and puts it in a new light. So unique in that, I guess, I don't know many comedy farces with cross-gender dressing lumberjacks in dresses that have been around for a while. It's one of the first ones I've ever seen. So I guess that aspect is unique.
That it's something that's not usually written about for musicals is something that's really unique about it and really fun about it, and it's a hilarious show. I absolutely love it.
I am Peter Brian Kelly, and I play Minnesota Slim. Well, for this show, since we're all lumberjacks, we were told to grow out our hair and our beards, and probably the biggest thing for me was having to not shave all this off. So here it is. Hopefully by the time the show comes around, it'll be even better. So, not shaving. All right. Favorite part of the show? The music. The music is all, there's some really kind of funny, hokey songs like Bunch of Naked Lumberjacks, and there are also some really beautiful songs like A Windsor Morning or That Would Be Enough for Me. And I like the different contrasting musical methods.
You'll never get a chance to hear better music, for one thing. Music is wonderful. The dialogue is fun. It was written by James Kaplan and Fred Alley, originally written for American Folklore Theatre. People are familiar with their work. They also did Guys on Ice, which we've done here. I think it's easily accessible in that it's about a group of people that we recognize right away. We understand what they're like. Both the music and the dialogue is interesting, surprisingly, I think, complex and clever for what it is. It's just a fun night in the theater.
Lumberjack and Bob, Lumberjack and Bob, that's the saddest of the batch. He's a fish out of water, he's an itch you can't scratch. A pig in a blanket, good and to hold a match to a lumber.